Hey everyone, Metaverse Philosopher here again. Today we're going to be doing an Apple Vision Pro app review for Explore POV. Alright, so this is a cool app for Apple Vision Pro that came out sort of towards the beginning of its launch that basically takes you to these beautifully rendered environments of the world that you otherwise wouldn't be able to go to. So let's check it out. They have a bunch of free ones as well as a premium subscription option. Wow, this looks beautiful. Look at the sun. Wow. They did a good job with the grass here. So this is not rendered using any sort of like graphics rendering pipeline. Wow, look at that bird. I think this is using really high quality cameras, kind of like Prima Immersive. Maybe like a little bit lower quality than those because I think that needs to be a specific indoor hardware setup. So this is using as high quality cameras you can have for outdoor. It has, maybe like 120 degrees field of vision. But the audio is really stunning quality. This is beautiful. Wow, look at that. Pass-through looks pretty good too. Whoa. Man, this is what? Is this New Zealand, it said? That's beautiful. Man, look at the color of that water. Jeez. Wow, look up at that tree. The pass-through is really good here. Look at that. Wow. This is done so well. Look at this. I move my hand quickly and everything's covered. I just wish it was 360 degrees. Kind of that black void in the background makes it, Whoa, look at the person. Wait, what? What's going on? This was a human right there. Was that on purpose? Was that part of the show? It's absolutely beautiful. I wonder what they could do with like AI transformations of this video in the future. I would just love for this environment to be able to navigate it. Like if you can have this quality virtual reality in Vision Pro with an interactive environment, man, that would be an amazing experience. I will say certain things on the edges look a bit off, but if you look like at the center of the scene, it looks very good. And yeah, each of these mini environment experiences, you have to download around like 3 to 5 gigs for it. So there is some delay in experiencing it, but the cool part is like you can kind of upload and remove any of these, so you can try them all. It'll just take some time. That's the only downside. Wow, this is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Man, have you guys ever been somewhere that looks like this? Look at that. I would love it if this app like took it to the next level by going on a hike. I think that would be something that's really cool. Like maybe make a much longer video, like 1 hour, and then just have you going for like a hike or a short walk. Because I think when you're just standing still like this, it's definitely, a good start. But if you were to walk through, what the heck? Did you just see that fly? There was a fly on the lens of the camera, so it got on my eye. That's crazy. Yeah, this would be amazing if you could go for a walk. And actually, Apple, this is a huge idea for you. If you could allow iPhone videos to be converted into this kind of format at high fidelity, that is a killer use case for the Vision Pro. I have so many personal videos I've taken, whether it's outdoors in nature or just spending time with my family and friends, that I would love to convert into this kind of environment. When they were originally doing a lot of the Vision Pro marketing, that's actually a lot of the use cases and key product features that it really emphasized. I remember there was one about a birthday party that someone was celebrating for like their young child, and just like having the marketing for that come out on Vision Pro was amazing. So yeah, Apple, if you guys can create a pipeline to make your personal videos into this kind of format, I think it's really going to explode sales for this product, because even now, after trying out all these apps, still my favorite use case is to take a look at old photos and videos and just take in all that nostalgia in its full high quality detail. Like when you look at a photo from 2010 with your friends and family, and you look at it in the immersive spatial photo mode, like it really takes your breath away sometimes, especially if it's a photo you haven't seen in a long time. There's such a big difference in experience between just scrolling your phone and looking at a photo, or even looking at a physical one, with having a full view, large, realistic life-size photo just boom right there in spatial version for you. But yeah, I like what this app is trying to achieve. Like, I mean, just look at these flowers here. It looks really cool, and you can look at the bees just moving around, and man, this is really relaxing. If you're in some kind of cityscape with no views like this, yeah, I think only stuff like this is possible in like Arizona and California in terms of just like the nature environments that can store it. All right, so let's go to Bali's floating temple. One of my friends was recently there for their honeymoon, so yeah, let's see what it's like. Whoa, no way. So yeah, I heard Bali is a very interesting country. It's like an island that is, I think it's part of Indonesia, but it is majority Hindu, is what I heard. And then they have very unique food, culture, different people that live there. So, wow, this looks really cool. Actually, maybe it's Buddhist. If we're looking at a temple, then maybe it's Buddhist. Man, this is beautiful. I wonder what kind of camera this team used to produce this. Wow, this is beautiful. So this app actually, one of the bottlenecks it has right now, as I mentioned, is just the download experience for its users, like having to download, 3, 5, 10 gigs for whatever you want to experience here, right? It has more friction in the app experience. But a lot of that is due to just, the size of the assets that are required to deliver this kind of high fidelity experience are really big. So I totally understand. Like, from the game dev experience, I 1,000% know what you guys are dealing with, and I'm kind of curious what solves there will be in the future. Interestingly, I did see over the past year, there was a startup in the US that was specifically focused on delivering virtual reality assets and experiences via the CDN and via streaming, instead of having to download it like in these 5 gigabyte increments like this. So you could actually in real time just receive it, just like you do with watching Netflix or other streaming products, right? Like, imagine if you had to download all of those videos before you watched Squid Games or Stranger Things. That would take forever. So they're just delivering it dynamically, a little bit of a time as you watch it. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Like, if you want to have these high fidelity virtual reality experiences, something like that dynamic delivery is going to be required. Of course, that differs by the asset type that you're delivering, but just info that I wanted to share with you guys regarding the state of the industry. By the way, Bali, be careful what you eat. I heard there's this thing there called Bali Belly, which my friend actually had, but I think some of the water sources there, or some of the food, a lot of the Western diet is not accustomed to it, so it's like very common to get some kind of temporary food poisoning when you're there. So yeah, just a look out for if anyone's gonna go there sometime soon. Look at those flowers, beautiful. And actually, this was an app recommended by one of the subs here. So if anybody's interested in particular Vision Pro apps or experiences, please let me know. My goal is to make a video, I think, for every single Vision Pro app. Then I'll be happy. I'm kind of a completionist. I want to finish everything there possibly is to do. So yeah, please let me know. I've done a lot of them, but there's so much more left to go. Thanks so much for watching. Looks like some of these experiences is just like one camera, one view, and they just do it for the entire time. And like the first one that we watched, I think it was New Zealand, it skipped around, maybe did like 1 minute increments, throughout. So that's pretty cool. It does seem like that the Explore POV team regularly uploads these videos. They have like a pretty good pipeline for it. And then they go to these different places, take these videos. And I saw it looks like at least like once a month they're doing some uploads. So if you're interested in the premium subscription option, I'm sure they have some cool things behind the paywall too. But yeah, man, that's such a cool job. Imagine your job is you create a Vision Pro app and you get to travel to all these amazing, beautiful scenic places in the world. And then you take a video, which I assume, they do a few cuts of these, but probably takes, I can't imagine, more than a few hours. And then you just enjoy the travel the rest of the time, and then you expense it on the company. It's a pretty good job, I gotta say. Wow. Beautiful. My one ask for the Explore POV team, what would it take to make this 360 field of view? I think it would add so much to the immersion, the experience. You guys did an amazing job of just having the pass through and making the most out of even like the fastest movements of my hands. Look at this. Look how seamless this looks in here. But yeah, if you guys can make this a 360 field of view, that would be amazing for this app. All right, y'all, Explore POV. Definitely check this one out on the Apple Vision Pro. All right, thanks so much and catch y'all next time.